And welcome here to Manning Field. One of the best traditions in sports right here. Thanksgiving football, actually pre-Thanksgiving, as we're playing on a Wednesday here. But nonetheless, it is Thanksgiving football. I'm Nubrato, joined with Andy Batista. Here at Manning Field, Lynn Tech Tigers versus the Kip Academy Panthers. I'm fired up. There was a great pep rally early on today at Lynn Tech. The players are fired up, ready to rock and roll. Lynn Tech is actually your road team here today. They're in your road white, and Kip Academy is in your home blue. Andy, Lynn Tech's coming in here at 5-5, and Kip Academy is coming here at 7-3. What do you see that Lynn Tech needs to do to get a victory here and end on a high note?
One, I think the biggest thing that is standing in the way of a victory is number 4. Number 2, Mornell Castro. I mean, they might have to put 2 or 3 on him. He's looking like one of the best football players to come out of the city this year, so it's looking like he's their only roadblock to success tonight.
I think it's really important for Tech to get off to a good start. I think Tech a lot of times they start off tough, and Kip's going to receive the football right around the 25-yard line. Out to the 30, out to the 40, crossing midfield. This is dangerous. He sees green. 20, 15, 10, and tackled at the 2-yard line just like that. First and goal.
Just like you said, that is not the start that Lynn Tech wants. They need to come out here with energy and come off to a strong start.
Jose Achavera, right off the bat, a huge kickoff return, almost brought it back for 6 points. Got tackled, went around the, I'd say about 3 or 4 yard line, and first and goal right off the bat right there.
I mean, that's just something that cannot happen to start off the game. To start off the game, that's just killer. You want and that's not something that's going to help their energy tonight. So they need to lock in on defense here and try to do the best that they can to eliminate this.
Absolutely. You want to get off, you don't want to get down in a hole too early and play catch-up throughout the whole game. But this is a test. This is a challenge. I think records go out the window. Situation like this, it's a city thing. It's a city rivalry. And here we go. Shotgun. Handoff.
It's number 2, Mornell Castro.
Spins and walks into the end zone with ease. Castro, like you were just talking about, goes right down Main Street just like that, 6-0. We didn't have a chance to sit down yet.
Like I said, you can't allow him to get comfortable already. You start him off the game with an easy touchdown less than 30 seconds into the game. He's just way too comfortable. Now they have to go into the next offensive drive and push back and hope to tie this up.
Well, you know what, like I said before, it's a city thing. It's a city thing. It's more than just football. Frankly, it has very little to do about football.
Very little.
This has everything to do with pride and being able to go out there. And if you're a senior, how do you go out? How do you want to be remembered? This is what it's all about. They're going to kick the extra point right now to try to make it 7-0. Getting Kip Academy, 2 plays and a touchdown. And up high, it's going to be good.
I mean, like you were saying, record just goes out the window tonight. Tonight, you're not playing behind a record. You're playing behind your pride. I mean, it's a city thing. You want to – I mean, these are guys that they probably see every day at the Y or at just around the city. So this is definitely something that – it's not about record anymore. It's about pride and how much guts you have to play this game.
Now, Caesar, a couple weeks ago, dinged up his toe a little bit, but he's had a couple weeks off. They had a dominant win versus East Boston. So – in an emotional win versus Lynn English. So, they had about a week and a half off or so. I think it gives Caesar a little time to rest up, nurse that injury. So I expect a big dosage of Cesar Reyes here in today's game.
Tonight might be Caesar's Palace again.
And, we can't forget about, Ethan Alston, and he's going to try to look to dominate as well.
I think talent-wise, I think talent-wise they might have the upper hand, but it's just this Kip team is gritty, so they need to play with all their heart today.
It's Thompson. I tell you what, one tackle, he might have been going back for a touchdown of his own. I tell you, one block right there, he was seeing green the other way.
I mean, he was out. He was full tunnel vision ahead. He was not looking to be stopped at any point.
I think Thompson's been their most consistent receiver, off this season. Him and Ethan Austin have been probably most consistent receiver. Ethan kind of a tweener, kind of does multiple positions. I wouldn't necessarily even say that he's a receiver per se. He does running and actually plays some quarterback too. But in terms of pure receiver, I'd say Thompson's been their most consistent.
But tonight, I'm looking for Austin and Cesar Reyes tonight.
Handoff to Austin, and picks up a nice couple yardage right there. Picks about 5, and it's going to be second and about 6.
Great run there by Ethan Austin, but I think that cut inside kind of did him a little bit wrong. I saw the angle outside, so I think if he would have took that angle outside, he would have went all the way.
Too much hesitation, should just be a little more aggressive.
Yeah. I think he was playing it too safe there, going for the inside cut.
Second and 4. 2 wide receivers. Yeah, it's a direct snap and gets taken down, Austin, and he's going to be short of the first down. I think it's going to be let's see, did he get the first down? It is a first down. Check that, first down. So nice run right there by Ethan.
Not as an explosive start offensively for Tech as compared to Kip's offensive start, but it's still a great offensive start, coming in there, getting a quick, easy first down. Let's see if they could continue this pace and get a quick touchdown here to tie this game up.
And, the games that we've done, Andy, is, I think they've done a good job. It's once they've been to the red zone, it's been turnovers. And that's been the killers, the turnovers in the red zone.
I think what really hurt this team this year was consistency.
Handoff right there, and goes nowhere. A sea of blue gets taken down, led by number 2, Marnell Castro. He seems like he might be the do-it-all man for the Panthers right there.
I think he might be the equivalent of Cesar Reyes for Kip. I mean, wide receiver, running back, plays defense. He might do a little bit of everything for this team as well.
As you say that, Reyes is in the backfield. It's a pistol formation. Direct snap to Reyes. Reyes doesn't pick up much. Maybe even lost a yard.
Now it's interesting to see here, back-to-back plays. Number 18, Jadiel Ortega, has not been at the quarterback position. It looks like they going into this game, they want to be a little bit interchangeable, going from Ethan Austin to Jadiel Ortega to back, to keep switching up, giving this defense a different look.
Yeah, absolutely. Keep the defense in their toes. Another direct snap. This time that's to Austin, and he gets run out of bounds. Check that out to Ortega. Jadiel Ortega, and it's going to be a 4th down, and looks like they're probably going to punt the football.
I mean, just like I said earlier, consistency is the biggest thing with this team. If they are consistent going into the game, it's dangerous. But if they're not consistent, then it's going to look a little bit ugly. And that's what we saw here this first offensive drive. Easy for first down, and then you just go into the next drive and just gain no yards. I mean, you can't do that. You have to be consistent. This
is a big stop. Tigers need a big stop right now. I think, it's early on in the game. It's in the first quarter. We're 8 minutes left in the first quarter, but big stop right here that the Tigers need. Nice kick though out to the 20-yard line, and gets taken down, led by Thompson right around the 29-yard line. It might be a face mask. Let's see what the call is. We see a flag on the field. Thompson's clapping. Looks like it might be on Kip, and it is.
First and 10 for the Panthers in their own territory. We do have a flag on the play.
See what the call is here. Nonetheless, it's on the Panthers, so they'll back them up right around the 20.
Looks like a little bit less than the 20.
Yeah, actually, they're going way back here. Uh-oh. I don't know when they're stopping here. Now they're 15, now back to the 10.
I want to know what was called.
I thought it was a face mask. Nonetheless, they start now at the 11-yard line.
This is a big stop here for Tech. If they can get to stop this drive, it would be big towards their energy.
5 wide receivers right here. Low snap, fake handoff, keeps it, and picks up a couple yards. It's going to be second and about 6.
Ball carried brought down by number 11, Alberto Herrero.
That was Gutierrez, number 4, with the carry.
Now, two people here to look out for on this Tech defense today that I'm looking for is number 56, Joshua Lewis, and number 7, Darion Phillips.
Let's see if they can cause some havoc on that line. And speaking of havoc, cause a lot of havoc and gets taken down for a loss. And we got a flag here.
Looks like some extracurricular action going on after the play.
So taken down, nice tackle. Taken down by number 6, which is not on my roster.
You know, I think this is a very early draft of the roster. A lot of mistakes on here. This might be from week 2.
So another penalty, it looks like. This is on Kip, and
Yeah,
right now,
another penalty on him. Yeah.
this is a killer right here.
You have to keep your emotions in check here if you're Kip. You already have the advantage of having that 7-0 early lead. Not to kill yourself with the, to put yourself in a hole with the extracurricular activities after the play. I mean, you can't do that to yourself and to your teammates.
Right, you got to control your controllables. Things you can control, and that's something that can be fixed. And in big trouble, almost a safety, a loose safety. Now picks up some positive yardage and is taken down finally by number 1, Thompson. Defensive line had him almost for a safety, but the speed.
They forced the 4th down there, which is great, but something that you don't like to see there is they had the safety right there.
Had it right there.
Had it right in the reach of their palms. I mean, if they didn't have Thompson over there near the 30, he would have been gone. So,
absolutely, yeah. I mean, that's a devastating play. When you have a quarterback like that can run and make a play after you do everything defensively, that's just such a that really is a tough pill to swallow. It's gonna be a timeout here, looks like. And coach is not a happy camper. I can hear him right now for the Panthers. Whoa, he was not happy as head coach Jim Rabbit's 7th year.
Not happy there, but. Those are the coaches you gotta love, the ones that are willing to get into your face to correct you. In the moment, it may seem horrible from our view, but
it just sounds a lot worse when when it's quiet.
Yeah.
If you're playing music and stuff, like, all right, cool. But when it's quiet, you look crazy.
Yeah. Like from a spectator's view, it looks a lot worse than it does from a player's view.
Right.
Especially me, I've been in his position before. I've been on the yelling end of that one.
Yeah. Completely quiet in the gym. You just hear the echo. This sounds so much worse.
Especially in that field house, everything echoes there.
It's like having a conversation with somebody at a concert or something, and the music stops. Like, oh, hope no one heard that. So 4th and 6. And for half a second, I thought they were going to go for it. 4th and 6, Austin back, looks like to return.
They are going for it.
They are
just
going
the
for
formation.
Well, maybe they might try to draw him off sides, and I think it was a false start. False start. Another penalty on the Panthers. I tell you what, I'll make a coach go crazy.
It's making the players themselves go crazy as some players showing the frustration there on the sidelines and on the field.
So they're going to have great field position over here. And not a good kick, and they're going to get great field position. That's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. That's 10 yards away from the red zone. I mean, this is prime field position right here for the Tigers.
This is a must-score situation for Lynn Tech here. First quarter, Kip already threw out the first punch. Now it's time for you to respond. You want to throw in a little jab here. At least get the field goal, but the goal is to get that touchdown, tie up the game. Maybe even take a 1-point lead here. But no matter what, they have to take a jab here or punch.
100% agree right here. So we're coming up on 5:35 left in the first quarter. 7-0. Kip Academy is up here. Wednesday pre-Thanksgiving game. I wish everyone a happy and safe holiday. If you celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thanksgiving, or just a happy, couple of days off and good chance to, hang out with friends and family.
We may not all celebrate Thanksgiving, but I know we all celebrate Black Friday and Cyber Monday.
we got to talk about that between quarters about this Black Friday thing. Ortega, double handoff to Reyes, and that's blockers in front of him. And bullies his way, picks up a tough 5 yards.
Great run by Cesar Reyes. It may just be looked at as a 5-yard run, but the way it looked dominating. He went in there with his blockers ahead of him, and that was a great run, and hopefully leading to a great drive.
Mo Cordy, the offensive coordinator for the Tigers, we've seen a lot of different things this year for the Tigers. So he's gone into his bag of tricks a couple of times. So it's good to see the Tigers doing a few different things. Try to keep the defense on their toes.
Despite the setbacks this year, I like how creative he has been with the offense, though.
Except for that one play at Manchester.
Yeah, that was – I don't know what that was.
Ortega picks up maybe 2 yards on that one. It's going to be 3rd and short.
A cut outside there would have been beautiful. I think that they're being too comfortable with this cut inside. Yeah, I get it. You have some great blockers in front of you, but that cut outside was wide open. That was the second possession where it was wide open.
So here we go. It's 3rd down now. Please 3rd and we'll say 3rd and 4. Just over 4 minutes left in the first quarter.
I'm looking at Cesar Reyes right now. He has a mismatch on him right now.
Let's see if they'll take advantage of that. C's at the bottom of your screen right there. Handoff. Looks like that's to Ethan, and he's going to be just short of the force down, but it's going to be 4-down territory. I see them going for this one.
Just shy of the 4th there. It looks like a little bit less than 2 yards.
But, you're right here. I wouldn't go for it necessarily on this play, but you have a mismatch with Cesar Reyes right
here.
One-on-one matchup. You got to jump out right here. I like Cesar's chances.
I love his chances.
Another handoff. Picks up the first down and more! Bullied his way! To the 9-yard line! 1st and goal!
Even though it wasn't given to Cesar Reyes right there, Ethan Austin got it done, giving the Tigers a 1st down here. Let's see if they can throw that punch and get back right into this game.
And it's the decoy, though. So just Cesar being a decoy is a lot. He
drew a lot of attention,
exactly.
You can tell, because he did have the mismatch on him. You look at number 8, Jose Echeverria. He's 5'4", 125. Cesar Reyes, he's a good – let's see here. Cesar Reyes, he doesn't have it listed, but he's around 5'9", 5'10".
He's a man.
He's a big man, yeah. Around 5'8", 5'9", almost 200 of pure muscle.
He's a bull.
Yeah.
That is one large mammal.
Trust me. Learn from me. Do not get in front of him.
But ironically, one of the nicest people you ever meet.
Yeah.
Gentle giant.
Probably the nicest person you'll ever meet, but on the field, he is not the nicest man ever.
Handoff to Austin. Good patience of that one. Looked like someone just got pancaked. Oh, we got a little brouhaha over here. Where's the flag for crying out loud? Looks like that was, and the fans not too happy with it.
I'm not happy
Someone
with it.
got pancaked in the back, and even after the whistle, a little action, no call. I think the referee just flat out missed it.
He grabbed him by the neck and threw him to the ground. That's disgusting.
I couldn't see who that was from here. But Tigers down, they got to take that energy, that aggression, harness that energy, and put it onto a positive yardage on the field. 2nd and 2. And flag here. Might be a false start. Let's see.
Now, one thing that I do think is urgent here is the refs need to keep this game in control. You cannot miss something like that.
Yes, I agree. You got to get that little stuff because you don't want to eliminate cheap shots and things like that. Got to get the game in control.
Yeah.
Again, both city teams going at it. It's a great game. Great for Kip Academy fans, great for Lynn Tech fans. Timeout called over here. 2:16 left. 2nd and 6.
I don't think this was much of a game plan timeout. I think this was more of an emotional timeout.
Right. I agree. So, just kind of listen, let's just reset. Let's keep our emotions in check. Listen, football's an emotional game. You have to play the motion, but you got to play the motion, between the whistles.
I think out of every sport, even though I am a basketball guy, I think basketball is the most emotional and physical sport. I mean, there's going to be a lot of tension, and there's going to be a lot of ways.
Football? You mean football?
Football. I mean, yeah. For football, it's very physical, very emotional, and there's a lot of ways to get that emotion out, which can lead to extracurricular things that can't happen. So I feel like the refs here, they need to keep your eye on the game, but they also need to keep your eye on this activity that's going after the plays and during the plays.
Absolutely. Nice little crowd fouling in here. Big Thanksgiving. Listen, we all know football is football and Thanksgiving are like synonymous with each other. Obviously, NFL does their thing, but high school football really that's what Thanksgiving is all about. It's high school football. Lynn English and Lynn Classical are going to play tomorrow. That's going to be a fantastic game. We have great games all over the state. Obviously, this is a fantastic game. It was a great game last year, a 52-48 shootout.
Offensive shootout, just pure offense, no defense, and you got to love it.
And Caesar at 200, I think, and 253 yards rushing.
With 3 touchdowns.
Handoff to Austin and gets stopped immediately. It's going to be 3rd down. I like to see them pass the ball a little bit. And see their receivers test their speed.
I mean, you've had Ethan Austin and Cesar Reyes both on the run. They both have been met. I don't think either of them have gone past 5 yards. I don't think either of them have gone past 5 yards. So I think now you kind of have to put the ball in the air a little bit.
So first quarter here, 1:35 and change left. Tigers threatening. Throws to the end zone. Touchdown! Ethan Austin does a 360 spin. Hallelujah! Hallelujah!
One thing I will tell you, this matchup between number 2 and number 8 will be an interesting matchup.
I don't know what that dance was all about, though. What was that dance called?
I don't know what it was, but it worked.
It was a 720, a 720 stiff dance, but it worked. We'll take it.
I said this at the beginning of the season. You gotta watch out for his celebrations. He always got a new one.
Yeah. I remember you saying that, so I was really paying attention to the celebration. So 6-7, they're gonna try to tie it up here with this extra point. Big extra point right here. It's not a given. So Tigers, and that's an encroachment right there. That's 5 yards by Kip Academy.
We have an offside.
Offsides, encroaching either way, but that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. So it's going to creep up a little closer. I mean, they're so gosh darn close. I'd consider a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. You get Caesar to run it in, it'd be a great.
And ball goes up and it's good, but that's what I'm talking about. It's a slippery day. You need 3 things to happen good on a field goal: the snap, the hold, and the kick.
And I think every single one of those that you just named right now was ugly.
Right.
Was just
Oh
ugly.
yeah, the kick was ugly. The snap was ugly. The whole everything
Yeah.
was ugly. But the result was good.
It may have been ugly, but it worked.
Yes,
So
exactly. It's kind of like stuffing. You know what I'm saying? Stuffing doesn't really look that good. Stuffing looks terrible, honestly.
honestly, I think it looks so bad to the point where it makes you not want to eat it sometimes.
Yeah, but it's good. It's good.
Depends who makes it.
Now, let's talk about this. 7-7, Tigers up here. Minute 25 left. Favorite Thanksgiving dish? We're gonna mention these throughout the whole game.
Now, I grew up in a Spanish household, so I think my favorite dish was...
Those gotta be rice.
Oh, definitely the rice. Definitely
no
the
meal's
rice.
complete without rice.
The greatest rice I have had in my life. I have great rice year-round, but that Thanksgiving rice and the Christmas rice, best rice I ever had in my life.
I hear you. Is there any sides that you enjoy the most?
Surprisingly, chicken. I don't have turkey on Thanksgiving. I have chicken.
Okay, yep.
It was great.
I like stuffing. I don't have stuffing too much. I'll say stuffing, and then I don't have too much. I'm not a big turkey person, but I do have a turkey. I like the wings.
I just think turkey is a little bit too dry for me.
And he gets tackled at the 40-yard line. I'll tell you what, I know everyone loves football during Thanksgiving. I love Christmas because that's basketball day. And just sit back all day and just watch basketball, man. From 12 to 1:30 in the morning.
And if we're lucky, you get a sprinkled in game there at 10. The halftime shows.
Yes, this is great.
I think Christmas Day is one of the best NBA days. I mean, you get to open presents in the morning, then you get to watch basketball the rest of the day. You have leftovers.
Yes,
it's great.
So here we go. Kip Academy's going to start at the 40-yard line. 4 wide receivers, shotgun. Man in motion. Handoff. Has blockers in front of him. Goes down the sideline. Doesn't pick up much, though.
Number 2, Mornell Castro.
Castro picks up a couple. Just couldn't quite cut the corner there. Shout out to the band. Shout out to the crew doing a great job. We're going to show them some love throughout the whole game. But I do want to just kind of mention their names right now after this next play. So we have trips, bottom of the screen, 3 wide receivers. In trouble. And picks up a couple yards. And almost enough for a first down. Was in trouble, but took the ball and got some positive yardage and is moving the chains. Crew, I want to give a shout out to Kayla, Stephanie, Zach, Grace, and Mariana.
I think something that this Lynn Tech defense needs to really be they need to have a little bit more fight. There's been so many situations where they've just missed a tackle by a hair. I feel like it takes a little bit of extra fight. Like, you got to dig deep for those type of plays.
I'd put a little more pressure, and that's it for the first quarter. I put a little more pressure on the quarterback. He has too much time to throw the football. I think Josh was putting some decent pressure on, but they got to have a little more pressure on them collectively as a whole in the line. So I think put a couple blitzes in and really make the quarterback kind of make some quicker decisions.
Yeah, because he's too comfortable right now. You let him get too comfortable, then he gets confident.
So Charnel, the quarterback, Charnel Gutierrez. It's started to drizzle a little bit. It was raining really hard this morning. It's cleared up. Lights are on, so it's a lot better than originally thought. It was supposed to be a rain out, so
yeah,
but it's not too bad. Easy for me to say that being up here in the cozy booth with the heat on.
Nice heat. No need for a hat.
I actually might take off my sweater. A little hot.
Everyone's outside on the cameras fighting for their life against this wind and rain.
7-7 here. Great football game here so far. Lynn Tech versus Kip Academy. Begin the second quarter. 4 wide receivers, shotgun. High snap. Quick throw to Castro. Castro one-on-one. A loser rusher. Loses another one and drags one. Here he goes. Crossing the 15, 10. Pulling his way down to the 1-yard line. Cool Athletic confidence.
Great run there by Marnell Castro. Absolutely dominating the Lynn Tech defense right here.
Wow, what a play. He went whoop, then whoop, then whoop, then whoop, then whoop.
His shiftiness is crazy. I mean, I mean, that was just a beautiful move right there.
Oh, boy, what a play.
He was cutting on a dime. Like, I'm lost for words here.
Handoff taken down. Not in my house. Good job by big number 76.
Hey, great response right there. You just let you just let up a big gain right there, and to respond that way, that's key right here.
That's fantastic. That's toughness right there.
But as you said, they did start to put a little bit more pressure on number 4, the QB, Charnel Gutierrez, and I think that's going to be what's important for this defense, to put more pressure on him and make him a little bit less comfortable.
Another handoff taken down immediately. Machado to carry, and doesn't get much. And I'll tell you what, let's give the defense some credit here, because, you know, they could have easily walked in and say, hey, they're right here, you know, at the 5-yard line, holding tough. 3rd and 5 now.
I mean, a great response to a bad start to the defensive drive, and that's what you love to see. If Lynn Tech matches their intensity this game, this is what's going to get them in the game.
Castro pulls his way to the end zone. Touchdown.
Number 2 on the night.
Wow, Castro. What a player. So 17, check that, 13-7. And an extra point coming soon here.
I feel like it's not a thing of fear, but as an opponent, you don't fear him, but you have to respect him. You have to respect him as a opponent, knowing he is that guy. He's gonna do his thing. What can we do to slow him down this game? And that's what's gonna be important.
So I mean, like I said, I think this is going to be an offensive battle. For Tigers to win this game, they got to put some points up on the board. And that's a fake. Tries to go into the end zone and completes a 2-point play. A little crafty play right there.
That was very close. I mean, they nearly dragged him out of bounds. I mean, they caught him midair and dragged him out. So 15-7. And, like, we're talking about, the football's wet. 3 things have to go right on kickoff. Fake kickoff right there. I'm sorry, fake field goal, Fake field goal, and runs it in for the 2-point conversion. So 15-7 here. Kip Academy's up here beginning the second quarter with 10 minutes and 14 seconds left. For a second, I didn't even realize it was a fake. I thought he got blocked.
Me too. I just assumed it was a fake.
I don't know. It looked like a block. Because the way he looked down, I feel like the kicker looked down like he thought he was supposed to kick something and he just missed.
Yeah, I missed that, Andy. I'm not sure. I just assumed those.
I think it might have been just like a good reaction to a block, because they swept in there. The Lynn Tech defense, they did do a good job of getting into there. So
here we go here. 15-7. Tech will receive this kickoff. Alberto has running room, crossing midfield, down to the 40, 30, 20, end zone, put on the board, yes! We lost on the ball game over here, buddy boy!
They're matching the energy, and that's what you love to see. This intensity right now, I love it. This competitive spirit. I mean, this is what you live for. Day before Thanksgiving, this is what I needed.
Oh, I live for this.
This is what I needed.
I'd say get your popcorn out, but it's Thanksgiving. Get your stuffing out, because we're in for a show.
Get everything out. This might be a long night.
Buckle up. Wow.
I think that might have been the greatest response to a drive that they could have had. Literally the best response.
So let's see if they'll go for 2 here and try to tie the game.
Are we in for another offensive battle like last year?
This might be one of those classics right now. If you're a news station right now, listening right now, prepare for some highlights tomorrow, because we might have a classic here at Manning Field.
I think prepare for a front page edit tomorrow.
Here we go. 9:53 left. 2-point conversion here. And I wouldn't be surprised if that's what we're going to see throughout the whole game, these 2-point conversions, depending how slippery the ball is going to be. And it's going to be a flag here. False start on the offense. That's a killer. The only one positive there. You have a little more room to work on offense, as you're so close to the end zone.
They tried it, got called back. Now you just got to go. You got to try to complete this 2 points to tie this game right here.
$9:53 left. Back and forth, back and forth.
As they're bringing in number 5, Jacob Garcia, the running back, it looks like they might give the ball out to him if they're bringing him in.
Garcia in the backfield in Ortega. Fake handoff.
Thrown
up
up.
to the end zone. He caught it. I think he caught it out of bounds, though.
Pass was complete, however.
Out of bounds, so the 2-point conversion is not good.
It was a good throw. It was a good attempt. I like it, though.
I do.
I like it.
You know, just a little too much air on it right there, but I like the thinking, and that's what we need. We need that type of thinking to win this game. You know, to be creative, and you know, this is going to be an offensive shootout. So I want to give it, kudos to Mo on that play call right there. Just gotta know where the out of bounds line is.
Yeah, and I mean, I think tonight the team that wins this game is the team that's most creative on offense. I think both teams know what they want to do on offense. It's who is going to come up with that saving play when the defense already knows what you're expecting to do.
Absolutely. You know, it's the lights are on. It's rainy. It's yucky. At some point, you're like, you know what? Bring it. Like, I like this weather.
Yeah.
Like, bring it. Little squibber. Picked up at the 25-yard line.
By Mornell Castro here.
That was
a
lot of room.
Castro
Castro has a lot of room. It was dangerous spins. I don't know why he ran out of bounds for. He could have cut back and maybe had a couple more yards. So they'll start their possession at about the 45-yard line.
As they are chirping right now.
I tell you, special teams on both sides has not been the best.
Did you see that block, though? That was an amazing block.
I tell you what,
he
man,
swept them off of his feet.
These blocks, man, they're gonna be hurting in the morning.
In the morning? I think this might hurt for a couple weeks. These dudes might be saying our athletic trainer Joe for a couple weeks here. I know she's gonna be sick of it.
So again, another good field position here for the Panthers.
If I'm Lynn Tech right now, I'm putting 2 on Mornell Castro right now. I would want to put 2 on him in any situation.
A little pitch out. And gets taken down. Picked up about 3 yards there. That was Machado.
Now, one thing I have picked up here is that Kip is very heavy reliant on their deception plays. They like those double, even triple handoffs. The deception is, I think that's what's messing up Lynn Tech. It's keeping them off their feet, and it's kind of keeping the defenders, you know, instead of being all up on them, they're taking a step back to see where the play is developing. So I think that's what's keeping them off their feet right now.
Let's see if they continue that. Another handoff, fake, out to the other side, has blockers, missed tackle, cuts back, in trouble, taken down, finally. What a play right there. Gonzalez, little cutback, game-saving tackle, goes down at the 10-yard line.
Mental mistakes right now are showing for the Lynn Tech defense right now. It's just looking like mental mistakes and out-of-position players.
Yeah, it was a mental mistake, but also it was a good play. I mean, it was a fake throw to the left, then they threw it to the left side, and you know, there was a blocker there ready. I thought it was a good play, too. So I do want to give Kip Academy some credit on that.
I mean, I do want to give them their props. It was going to be a first anyway, but I think that extra yardage was due to mental error.
But I think this is applying some pressure on that quarterback, really applying some pressure.
Yeah.
Just having way too much time. Again, easier said than done, but just having a little too much time to throw a football.
A lot easier success said than done. Trying to put it in basketball terms right now, it's like you're guarding Kyrie Irving. He's making so many moves. You don't know what ball the hand is in. I mean, you want to take a step back to even see what he's doing. So it's kind of hard for them to apply pressure to this Kip offense right now.
So here we go. Panthers once again in the red zone. Defense coordinator Marcus Taylor trying to rally his troops here. Shout out to Marcus, did an absolutely outstanding job with the pep rally. I mean, just entertaining over 1,000 people for an hour and some change was not easy. Just amazing job, and having the energy now to coach and be defense coordinator. Just huge shout out to Marcus Taylor.
That man got some energy.
Castro in motion. Fake handoff.
And he is met accordingly.
Not fooling for it, though, but 3 missed tackles. And finally gets taken down. And Thompson looks like he's a little dinged up here. Check that. That was not Thompson. That was number 52. That definitely wasn't Thompson. It was
Alvaro Osambo.
But nonetheless, he lost some yardage over there. Tigers. I mean, ironically, the missed tackles actually created more of a loss. So I worked out in their favor.
Yeah.
So crowd feeling it nicely here. Rain coming down a little more steady. It's a steady drizzle. I wouldn't necessarily rain per se. A steady drizzle. Shout out to our camera crew, just weathering the storm over here.
I know they wish they were us right now.
And I'm happy. I'm happy up here. 4 wide receivers. Castro in motion. Fake handoff. Gutierrez. Wheels and deals. Delivers punishment. And is taken down at right around the 6-yard line.
Now, I think the Lynn Tech defense still cannot give up here. It is a 3rd down still. I think if you force a good stop here, you put yourself in a good position to eliminate what could have been, an ugly drive for them. I think they still have a chance to eliminate 6 points on the board here.
So here we go. Long drive here. 5. Check that. 6:50 left in the first half. Score 15-13. Kip Academy up here. Fake handoff to Castro. Has blockers in front of him and gets into the end zone. Touchdown. And
that's his 3rd on the night.
3rd touchdown. He was down for a little long. I thought he was injured, but he gets back up quickly. 3rd touchdown right there. And 21-13. It's huge conversion right here because it can make a 2-possession game. If they get this 2-point conversion, it'll be a 10-point game, not an 8-point game. Currently scored 21-13.
Like you said, it's an important drive for both sides of the ball here.
If they can get stopped right and keep it at 1 possession, that would be huge. And they're going to look to kick the ball here, kick the extra point. I'm not sure if I agree with that. Snap, hold, everything looks good, but
incomplete.
Everything looked good, but the actual kick.
I think that was the first time tonight we saw a clean snap,
clean hold,
but the kick wasn't there.
The kick wasn't good. Like I said before, you got to go 3 for 3 on a field goal. And on a high school football, a wet, rainy day, your chances are probably better off getting a 2.
I think that was too safe of a call. It was too safe. They wanted to make it a two-possession game so bad that they went for the safety too much. I think a 2-point conversion there probably would have gave them some better hope there.
So 6:34 left. Score 21-13.
And mind you, it's only the second quarter, already 21-13. It's looking like it's going to be an offensive show today. Who's going to put up more points on the scoreboard tonight?
Tech's drives have been a lot longer though. And let's see if that's going to tire out the defense. I mean, a lot of Kip Academy's drives have been quick, so the defense might have a little more energy. And this is probably the best special teams play for both teams. No one returned it back for more than 50 yards. And they'll start the drive at the 35-yard line.
Special teams has not been very special tonight.
Getting a little colder here. Again, major shout out to our camera crew. I mean, just weathering the storm here. I really, really just dynamite job.
Fighting through it.
So, again, our crew here, we have, I almost said Andy. And I mean, you are part of the crew, but we're trying to shout out the crew. Kayla, Stephanie, Zach, Grace, and Mariana. Just dynamite job.
I'm not a part of the extremely hardworking crew.
But listen, I mean, the game needs to be called. That is important.
Yeah. Maybe not as hardworking, but, definitely important.
So here we go. Ortega. Handoff to Reyes. Reyes! Looks like he almost broke one tackle there, but picks up about 3 or 4 yards. We haven't seen much of Reyes in this game, which I'm surprised.
I think it's just been due to the kid defense. I mean, every time the ball has been handed off to Cesar Reyes, Ethan Austin, just anyone in general, they've been met accordingly. I think that shows that Coach Moore here, he's trying to give the defense better looks, better and different looks to open up for guys like Ethan Austin and Cesar Reyes on the run and try to get some attention off of them.
So 6:09 left in the first half. So let's talk about Black Friday. I'm not a big Black Friday person per se. I might think about getting something today. I mean, on Friday. Not today, Friday, obviously. But the need to get something.
I feel I feel like it's not point. I feel like, if there's some things on your list you've been keeping your eye on for a while, I think today's the day to get it. I feel like Black Friday is just such a classic; it'll never go away. But I think people now realize that Cyber Monday is probably the way to go. You need anything at a good discounted price. I think Cyber Monday is the way to go.
It's just too much chaos on Friday. I mean,
yeah,
it's just too much. I'd rather just kind of just
lay back in your couch, just buy it, and then not worry about it.
Get on Amazon.
Not worry about the drive home, the lines.
People arguing with each other. There's always one fight that breaks out in the mall. I don't know why. Reyes has blockers in front of him. Cuts back. Gets the first down.
Ball carried by number 33.
Cesar Reyes. I'll tell you what, I think it's Cesar Reyes time.
I think
it's get the ball, Cesar. Everyone get the hell out the way.
He might make the end zone Caesar's Palace tonight again for maybe the 8th time this year.
5:40 left in the first half.
I mean, I think I think they're so not scared, but I think just like how I said earlier about Mornell Castro, is that they have respect for what Cesar Reyes does because of last year's performance. So I think they're putting more heavy attention on him because of what he did last year.
Cesar at receiver now. Handoff to Ethan Austin and picks up a couple yards. It's going to be about 2nd and 8.
If I'm being honest, I don't like that right there. I want to put it on the air, this play. And especially to Ethan Austin. I don't he's probably in my opinion, I think he is the most talented receiver on that squad. He gets it done when he needs to get things done. I mean, when you want someone to show up at any time, give you a, put something up on the scoreboard, he's the guy to call. So I think I want to put the ball up in the air to Ethan Austin right now.
I mean, he's definitely a playmaker, so let's see what goes on. And again, maybe it's because it's raining and just getting grip on the ball. We'll see. Handoff again to Reyes. Reyes has blockers in front of him, but can't cut the corner, though. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
He's a little wobbled up here. You don't like to see that at all.
So, loss of 2, actually, they're saying. So, it's going to be 3rd and long here for the Tigers. And Tigers down 21-7 13 here with just about 4 minutes left.
I think now you're forced to put the ball in the air. They have to draw something of, or maybe even a nice decoy play. Put season or right there in a route. Get some attention off this run.
I mean, now you're predictable. Third and 10, now you're predictable. You're probably going to pass the football. Let's see what happens here. Maybe a little misdirection or a screen pass. Let's see.
You know what football play I'm dying to see today?
Ooh.
I want to see a flea flicker today.
Yes.
I want to see a flea flicker today.
Good old-fashioned flea flicker. Ortega in trouble. Takes the ball and tries to run with it and picks up a yard. It's going to be 4th down.
Probably a little bit uncomfortable in the pocket there, but you got to look down the field a little bit. Thompson was wide open. I mean, he had space and a little bit more to do so.
I'm going for this one. I mean, I know they're going to punt it, but you're at midfield. Kip has only punted, I think, once, maybe twice. Everything is resulted in a touchdown. You got points on the board.
And I just don't like punting because if you give them the ball back and they go past midfield, then you just shot yourself in the foot.
Good snap, kick, and takes a nice Lynn Tech bounce. Castro receives it though, tries to cut the corner, cuts back, has running room. Thompson Kip make the tackle, and he's gone, ladies and gentlemen. He's gone. Bye-bye. Would you like any fries with that? Touchdown.
A very illegal block there. That will definitely be called back.
And we're going to walk back here.
I think that will certainly be called back.
Shout out to our camp person, Kayla, just weathering the storm. Just Kayla for MVP right here. I mean, just doing an absolutely just amazing job. And a block here, and we have a player down. And, we're talking about that, just being able to get a handle on things. And I'm going to check back to see that block. I didn't get a chance to see it.
It was bad. I mean, he wasn't even he got caught in the back. He couldn't see where he was going.
So we got a player down. So we'll step away for a quick break. We'll be back. And we're back here. I did see that block now. We did see it. Looked at our monitors during the break. Nah, that was a
questionable choice.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a good choice. It wasn't even questionable. I don't think it was a good choice. It was bad block, bad play. So Kip will start back at the 20-yard line, and Tech has a chance to get a nice stop here and maybe get the ball back before halftime. Handoff runs right, spins, and gets taken down after a gain of about 7 yards.
I think now the refs certainly have to have a better look on this game. I mean, you saw what just happened. It's one thing when it's getting chippy and emotions are high, but it's another thing when someone's getting hurt.
Right. 100% agree.
And, I mean, that's just not a block that you can make. That's not necessarily a football play.
I mean, you want to play tough, you want to play hard, but you also got to play the right way.
Yeah.
Scored 21-13. Ball goes right down and gets the first down. That's number 4.
Chanel Gutierrez there.
Gutierrez. As clock is ticking here with a minute and change left. So it looks like Tigers won't get the ball back, but at least they can get a stop here. And before halftime. And tough tackle right there. Right around the 45-yard line. Shout out to A.R. Bracial in the house. I knew the air was fresher when someone walked in, but now I know why. I knew the grass was greener, the air was fresher. A.R. Bracial was here. What a throw! What a bullet! Touchdown! Just like that!
Moynell Castro's 4th touchdown of the night.
27-13, bullet. Throws down a frozen rope.
I mean, like I said, it's mental errors and mental mistakes that's costing this Lynn Tech defense the game right now. But it's still early, so they have time to correct these mistakes and get back into the game.
27-13. They're going to try to go for 2 here. Like I said before, I think the kicking game is I don't think the kicking game is really existing right now in this game. You know, between, bad snaps, bad holds, etc. I'm probably going for 2 for the remainder of the game. Let's see what they do here.
If they fake it here, then at least we'll know that last play where they faked it was probably a fake.
They'll go 2-point conversion here. Rolls to the right, looks to the left, touchdown. Check that 2-point conversion is good. Out to Machado. Nice play right there, looking to the right and left, kind of faking the defense. Score 29-13. So 36 seconds left in the first half. Let's see if Tigers can muster up something here. Listen, the way this game's going, the way Tigers are on special teams and running back the football, anything's possible.
Anything could happen right now. But I think the energy right now, it's crucial. I mean, you have to. These seniors, these captains, they have to pick their energy up. They have to pick their squad up because the energy right now for Tech is just not it's just not there. It's non-existent right now.
So 36 seconds left. Let's see if Tigers can muster up something here. Little squibber. They're going to get good field position, and he just falls on it. Our freshman number 28, Colin.
$33 seconds here. I think right now you just throw, prepare, get back into the locker room and fix what's been going on this entire first half.
Well, they get the ball back, right? Because they kicked off to Kip, so they get the ball back. I would like to see. Let's see if they can, take a couple shots in the end zone.
I mean, like I'm saying right now, you want to throw prepare because you know you're not hurting yourself by throwing a prepare right here. There's so much, there's not much any time left. You're getting the ball back in the second half. I think right now it's just a good time to throw something up and see what you can do with it.
Gets a little screen pass to Thompson. And let's see if they have any timeouts left.
Pass completed to number 1, Terrence Thompson. Brought down by number 4, Chanel Gutierrez.
And they call timeout.
Gain of 6.
Gain of 6 right there, but we need some more plays going down the field, middle of the field, or what have you, and really take some shots.
I want to see a flea flicker here.
My man wants a flea. Get this man a flea flicker. He wants a flea flicker.
I saw the Rams throw one this week with Matt Stafford. It was an interception. I want to see one work today.
It's been a while since I've seen an old-fashioned flea flicker. Brady used to do it once in a blue moon.
The USC they throw a lot of flea flickers. They have a good one.
What do you think about the quarterback Caleb Williams?
Number 1. I mean, he's great.
Might be a Patriot player the way we're playing.
I think we're more in line for Marvin Harrison.
I just feel like we need a quarterback though. I mean, this Matt Jones ain't cutting it.
He's not cutting it, but I feel like it's a little bit. He might be a little bit too early. But he did lose the locker room, so that definitely doesn't help his case.
I'll tell you what, Mac Jones or Bill Belichick, one of those two need to go. Preferably both.
I think just a new look is needed down in Foxborough.
So here we go. Speaking of new looks, 3 wide receivers trips ball via screen and gets taken down, and I'll probably do it for the half right there. So clock will run down. So that'll be your first half score. Tigers, an offensive battle here. Tigers down 29-13 versus Kip Academy. It's been an offensive show, and Tigers need to put some points up on the board and keep up with the Kip Academy Panthers. You know, and really, this game is going to be won on a shootout.
Show some fight. I mean, that's all I got to say. Show some fight, show some energy, come back into the second half, and, throw a punch back.
So that's it right there. It's your first half score. We'll be back after a couple minutes in the second half.
Make some noise for the Lynn City Band. Lynn City Band comprises of students from Lynn Classical, Lynn English, and Lynn Tech. Nice job.
Ooh.
We are back here in the second half. My name is Andy Batista here, joined with Mr. Atto. 29-13 going into the third quarter here. Lynn Tech versus Kid Panthers. What are your thoughts, Mr. Atto, on the game so far?
It comes down to, Lynn Tech, it's cold, it's freezing, so now it's about a mentality that Lynn Tech needs to have right now. A mentality of, listen, you know what? We're going to take it to Kip. We're going to be aggressive. I would like them to pass the football a little more and see what they have in the air with Ethan and Thompson and some of the receivers, maybe even Reyes, and kind of change up that way. But I want them to kind of tap the air a little more and see what they have, with Ortega throwing the football.
Indeed, I think playing safe here is out the window. I think they need to play a little bit more loose, get a little bit creative on offense here.
So this is a big drive right here. So let's see what happens. I think I know it's the third quarter, but this is a make or break drive.
All right, now we have Cesar Reyes here at the bottom of your screen. Snap to Jadia Ortega. And he is quickly met as he will lose yardage here. And there will be 2 flags on here as he was pushed out of bounds. Number 1, Terrence Thompson.
It's Gerardo, try to get a nice push there, but getting good receiving yards or running yards in your first and second downs are so huge because it allows you to become less predictable.
Yeah, and it allows for you to be more comfortable. Going into third and fifth is a lot different than going into a second and fifth. It's a lot different. You have a lot more options to do here. As we do have a sub here, as number 5 Jacob Garcia does get into the play here.
Kip Academy really struggled the first half, particularly the first quarter penalties.
Yeah. I mean, they've been really kicking themselves in the butt here with these penalties. A lot of extracurricular activity that it's not football. It's just not. It shouldn't be happening. As you have 2 receivers here at the bottom of your screen. It will be handed off to Ethan Austin. But he is quickly met as it is only a gain of around 1 or 2.
So a lot of east and west running right here. Got to go north and south. I know you tried to cut the corner over here, and you're spending a lot of energy getting a couple yards. I want to see them go right down Main Street again, or maybe attack a little bit in the air. Let's see what happens here. So again, it's going to be now it's third and long.
We are too comfortable here with this run, and I don't like it. I want to see the ball up in the air a little bit. I want to see Ethan Austin and Cesar Reyes on a route, even Terrence Thompson, the big tight end. I want to see them do something different because, for all being honest here, Kip knows exactly what they're trying to do, and they're applying the pressure great. As it is thrown up in the air to Terrence Thompson, and it will be intercepted by number 9, Shanico Bell.
And Thompson is down right there. I don't mind that, though.
I don't.
It was a jump ball. I wouldn't necessarily throw into double coverage, though.
Yeah. I don't mind the idea behind it, but I think it's too late. I think they should have started out the drive like that. Put it up in the air, see where it went. All right, it doesn't work. We're going to go to a run. I just think they're lacking some offensive creativity right now. So let's see how they respond on defense here.
So again, Thompson was a jump ball there into double coverage, but again, like I said before, I think Tech has done a good job for the most part mixing it up. But in terms of today's game, I think we have some advantage on the receiver side.
As he will be quickly met here, well behind the line of scrimmage, and that will be a big loss of yardage here.
Looks like I was trying to be a double pass right there. Similar to a play that happened with Low Catholic, but didn't quite work out. And again, good job by the Tech Tiger defense applying some pressure and really not falling for that. I think Tech's defense, for the most part, has been pretty good. I mean, again, they've been put in tough situations with excellent field position by Kip, by some of these kickoff returns, but the defense, I thought, has done a pretty good job.
Mental errors aside, I think, I just think it's been good defense, better offense. As number 1 sees green, but he will go quickly out of bounds here. He's taken down by Terrence Thompson, who he's chirping up a storm right now.
I'll tell you what, I think, is it close to a first down? Ain't nothing wrong, a little chirping. Nothing wrong with it. Listen,
There's nothing wrong with it. From experience, I'm one that likes to talk, let my talk, but at the same time, with the score, you gotta let your game do the talking a little bit right now.
I hear you. And sometimes talking trash is just to pump you up. It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with the opponent. And,
You know.
you got to keep it clean and stuff. I mean, relatively clean. I guess there's no clean trash, like I could say, but
Never. Let's just say a lot of the things I say can't be broadcasted on here. Swifty moves here by number 4, Chanel Gutierrez. He is met out of bounds.
And some more words by Thompson. A little back and forth over here. A little friendly banter.
I will tell you, though, one thing I do respect a lot out of Terrence Thompson here. This team is down right now, but he is their energy. He is trying to pick them up right now, and I respect that a lot as a competitor. And, as someone who plays sports, I respect someone like that, and that's showing great, showing great leadership.
Yeah, I'm sure they weren't doing much trash talk. This exchange in pleasantries.
Mornell Castro sees green, and he is going all the way, but he will be stopped around about the 35. Quick note here.
Dragged someone down. I'm not sure who it was.
Ethan Alston with the drag right there. He did stop him, but after 5-7 yards.
Yeah, it was a good little drag though.
One thing to note though, Mornell Castro, for the folks that weren't here in the first half, 4 pretty easy touchdowns in the first half. I mean, didn't look like he even broke a sweat on most of them.
I mean, just an absolute bull moose. I mean, really unstoppable.
As another deception player here, Chanel Gutierrez with the ball here. And he will be met and just barely missed the first down here, as it'll be around 2 and 7 here. So
clock is rolling right now. This is probably the longest sustained drive, because typically their drives are a couple big chunk yardage plays. So this is a long sustained drive that's making the defense work right now. This is big. You get a touchdown over here. We're talking about a 3-possession game. Now it's a little hard of a hill to climb.
Chanel Gutierrez puts it up in the air, and it is caught by number 8, Jose Echeverria.
And one thing I've noticed about Kip Academy, their pacing's been a little quicker.
Yeah.
The pacing
They're
is quick.
a very quick team.
So play, not giving Tech much time to make substitutions and things like that, and seeing the package that they like. So, again, now in the red zone right now, I want to apply a little pressure on the quarterback.
We have one receiver at the bottom of our screen here. Chanel Gutierrez lobs it up in the air, but it will be incomplete, just a little bit overthrown there.
Good coverage right there by Thompson. Was there right with them. It was going to be a difficult play either way.
Right now, I mean, like I said earlier, Thompson is the energy right now, and I think as a squad, you have to feed off of him. He's bringing that energy. Not time for, I'm going to bring the energy, and the next I'm going to bring the energy, and I think it just needs to be a chain reaction for that energy to come back for the Lynn Tech squad.
Quick third quarter so far, 7 and change left.
We have 3 receivers here at the bottom of our screen. As it will be caught, and he makes a swift cut, and he is seeing green, and that will be a touchdown for number 1, Jovan Machado. A very easy touchdown there, as he took that all the way, and that will make the game 35-13 here in the third quarter.
Just a real cool play. A lot of room to run. We call that yak. Yards after catch. Just being able to make a play after the catch, and runs easily to the end zone.
I mean, it was a comfortable score. His blockers were doing their job well. He made the swift cuts. He made, the right IQ plays, and it was just overall just a great play.
So, again, we're looking at a 3-possession game right here, 35-13. Let's see if they go for 2 or they're going to kick the field goal. It looks like they're going to go for 2 here.
We're looking at it either. Yeah, it looks like we're looking for 2 right here. As number 10 rolls out, but he will be met right on the line,
Down your quarterback
and they
right
will
there.
count it. Number 10.
That's Machado. It was Gutierrez as a quarterback. Now it's Machado.
Eli Machado at quarterback right there. So now the game is 37-13. Score. Everything else is behind you, especially for these seniors. It's your last second quarter. You just got to pull it all out and at least, leave this game with some dignity, show some fight in you.
Listen, there's plenty of time left in the game. There's plenty
Yeah.
of time. 7:27 left in the third quarter. Plenty of time for them to make some type of chip away at this lead. They got to score this next play. We said before the beginning of the game, during the game, and then we're going to say it right now. This is going to be an offensive shootout.
Yeah.
And for Tigers to win this game, they need to win on the offensive side of the ball. So that's what they got to do. And Tigers are known for, making some runs in the third quarter and putting up some points. We've seen it. We've seen it on the road. That Tigers are known, they could put and mount a comeback. It needs to happen again.
Yeah, and I mean, right now offensively, I want to see Caesar go beast mode. I'm gonna pass down my nickname for a half right here.
Okay. You're gonna bless him a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna bless him here for this second half. I want him to go insane this quarter because he did it before. He did it last year, and I want to see it this game again.
Here we go again. We had a classic last year, 52-48. Kip just edged out Lynn Tech. Kip is a playoff team. They were knocked out in the playoffs last week. A record of 7-3. So this is a formidable opponent right here.
As he will be met just around what it looks like the 13. And again, some more activity after the play. Again, involving Terrence Thompson. Not very surprising, but you got to like to see it.
Well, they're just discussing what they're going to have for Thanksgiving dinner tomorrow. I'm
Yeah,
sure it's a nice,
I mean,
funny discussion.
I think they were just complimenting each other's games,
Yes,
probably.
Yeah, see, hey, those are nice shoes right there.
Yeah. Definitely saw something we could show on here.
So let's see what Tigers have lined up right now in their arsenal.
Right now I'm giving it to their key guys, Caesar Reyes, and Ethan Austin. You know what? Hey, we're down 24 here. You guys have been dominant for us all season. Let's see what you could do in your last half.
And it's funny when you think about it that way. Wow, it's the last half of football.
Yeah.
Of high school football. When you think about it in that context, like wow, it kind of hits you. And
it's hard to think about it. I think it's probably hasn't hit them yet, but I think it's definitely something that's gonna hit them. As Caesar Reyes plows through the defenders there as he made extra room for some extra yardage there. I mean, he's a bulldog. I mean, he's just going straight through them.
I think it's a bull moose.
Bull moose?
Yeah, a moose and a bull put together. I think it's a bull moose.
I think it's just a little bit of everything. Yeah. Quick feet, strong. I mean, the dude's just a beast.
Let's see what when it gets cold like this, you want to give it to your big guys.
Yeah.
You don't want to give it to your big guys. But again, they got a nice couple yards right here. So 2nd and 5. So now they have some flexibility right now.
Ethan Austin at the bottom of your screen here. Let's see if they get him into the mix now. This will be handed off here to Caesar Reyes again. And that will be a first down here for Caesar Reyes as they will move the chains.
Nice block right there by Austin, allowing Reyes to get a couple yards on that, couple more yards.
Great start to the offensive drive. Now I think it's time to ramp up the pace a little bit. You don't want to have a slow drive here. Obviously, the score is the most important thing, but you want to have a little bit of a fast drive here. But one thing to note, it is Caesar Reyes' last half of high school football, but it will definitely not be the last thing we'll see of him as basketball is just around the corner.
Goodness, I cannot wait. Caesar, like I said before, Caesar's, and everyone knows, Caesar's one of my favorite players.
I'm calling it now. You guys will see a lob from me to him during this season.
All right,
at
we've
least
been saying
once.
that all last year.
You guys are going to see it.
All right, we'll see. Before we talk about lob, can we get a dunk first from Caesar? Let's take it easy here.
No, we caught one from him, just not at home. We caught one with him on the road.
Oh, okay. All right, so a dunk I've never seen. I'll believe it when I see it.
Hey, you know what the man is capable of. If he wants to dunk, he is going to dunk.
I don't know. I've seen a breakaway a couple times. I didn't see a dunk. There was a couple opportunities. I didn't see one. So I'm just going to sit here and wait. I don't know.
Not to spill anything here, but we do have a specific play just for a nice alley-oop. Let's see if someone could catch it this year.
All right.
You have Caesar Reyes at the bottom of your screen here. It will be handed off to Ethan Alston. Makes room down the middle, but it will only be for a couple yards of gain, as there is a lot of extra activity here as they're getting into it right now.
A little brouhaha going on over here.
And things are getting intense right here.
Coach is all fired up right now.
He is.
Oh, he is. He is apoplectic.
If they had practice the next day, it would be bad for them. If this was a regular season game, it would be bad for them the day after.
He is losing his mind right now.
This is only happening because this is the last game of the season. They know there will not be any repercussions for this after.
Another flag. What's going on over here? Get control of the game, ref.
I mean, that's what I've been saying this whole time. These refs need to have control of this game for it to be a, just a clean football game. As the Tigers will take the penalty here and move back a couple.
There's a thing on social media right now. It says, "Ruin Thanksgiving" in 4 words. I mean, it's just been pretty fun. One person is, "I like a burger." Yeah.
I think 2 things to ruin a Thanksgiving dinner: GOAT debates and politics.
Yes. Yeah. Who are you voting for? I'll mess up a Thanksgiving dinner real
Yeah,
quick.
that would. Some people are not coming back to the next Thanksgiving. It is up in the air here to Ethan Alston.
And the pass falls incomplete.
And looks, I mean,
For number 2, Ethan Crump.
I mean,
a little too much air on that one. I thought it had a little more zip on it. Ethan would not have slowed down a little bit. He
Yeah.
kind of maybe caught it in stride.
I think Ethan ran his route perfectly. I think it was just a little bit, just slightly overthrown, just by a little bit.
4th and long.
As they will bring out the kicker here. They switch kickers again, as it looks like number 20, Angel Gonzalez, will be kicking the ball here.
It's a box snap.
And let's see what Angel Gonzalez could do here, as it is barely just intercepted.
Oh, boy.
That was
not a pretty
again
play.
special teams not looking very special here.
That's not how you drew it up.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That penalty will be declined.
So, beautiful field position right here for Kip Academy.
This is just. I don't like this. I don't like this energy. I think final game. You got to go out and bang. You got to,
Right.
put. You have to put some fight into it.
Well, what it was that I think that last touchdown, that last play before the second half was really a killer. I mean,
Yeah.
that pass, that frozen road pass, which was a great pass, by the way, by Gutierrez,
Amazing pass.
really took a lot of wind out of their sail.
Yeah, but I think even after that, you still got to have some fun, have some energy. It's your last game. You can't be
Right.
caught up in the rivalry, the this and that. It's your last game. You have to enjoy it.
Yeah, you got this is about your family. You got your
Yeah.
families here.
Friends, family. You got the whole city here, basically.
Pass complete by number 11.
It's good to see. I was walking down to the concession stand. I saw a lot of alumni here. I saw Ruben, who plays for Bridgewater State, graduated 2 years ago. Wow, it seems so. It just seemed like just yesterday. Seeing a couple of the alumni. I seen Alan Burse. He was in the house. Former coach for Lynn Tech and excellent football player in his heyday.
As we have 2 more flags thrown here. I think going into the 4th, this game just has to get cleaned up on both sides.
I mean, and again, the referees are, calling some flags out. And maybe they're saying, listen, we don't want it to get too out of hand.
Yeah.
The playback.
But I think just refs aside, I think both teams have to take into consideration. This is a lot of people's last games. You want to keep it clean at the end.
Right.
At the end of the day.
And that's a 10-yard penalty. It'll be 2nd and 10.
So we have 3 receivers at the bottom of your screen here.
Has all day.
I mean, no one's putting pressure on the pocket here as he will roll out and quickly be met, but still have will still have a gain of around 3 there. I mean, that's just you can't allow that. He was so comfortable in the pocket. I mean, that was at least 20 seconds.
I mean, he roasted a turkey back there. That's how long he had. I mean,
he was getting ready for tomorrow. He basically already had his outfit
yeah.
on. He was already cooking.
He cooked the whole Thanksgiving dinner with all that time.
That's just like you cannot let that happen. You have to put some pressure on the pocket there. As number 1, Jovan Machado, running with the ball, but is quickly met. As that would be a short gain, as it will be around 3rd and 4 here.
So we didn't cover it wasn't last week. It was 2 weeks ago, right? About a week and a half ago when they faced English.
Yeah.
So, wow. Was it last week?
It was
a week and a half ago.
Like a week and a half ago. That was a great game.
Yeah.
I was on the sidelines myself taking pictures for our Lynn Tech squad, and it was surprisingly not as intense as I thought it would be, but it was still at the end of the day, it was a great game. 18-13 victory over the Bulldogs, and it was just a great game overall. I did like that it was kept clean. You know, at the end of the day, it was about the actual game and nothing else. So it was definitely a great game. It's definitely something that will go down and that will not be forgotten for a very long time.
Absolutely. I saw some of your footage. I saw Coach Runner's speech and how powerful that was at the end.
Yeah.
So it was just I just want to give kudos. We weren't covering that game because technically a home game for English. So I just want to give kudos.
As it will be caught there, and Marnell, as that is not. Marnell Castro here with his 5th touchdown of the night, and Terrence Thompson with some, after school activities there in the end zone.
I think it was kind of a late tackle there by Thompson.
Late.
So
I don't think there was really any intent of stopping him scoring. I think he just tackled him to tackle him.
So good luck. Good thing they didn't call the flag on that way. On that one. So game's getting a lot of hand right now. Now we're talking about 30-point deficit, 43-13. Going into the 4th quarter.
Like I said, I like the competitive spirit. I like the energy, but at the end of the day, you got to keep it about football, and that's it. As it looks like the Panthers will go for 2 here. And that was not pretty, but it worked.
I mean, that was a very creative play right there. A little hop, skip, and a jump.
Wonder if he plays basketball.
That
was pretty.
Yeah, I mean, it was an old school little floater type play when you're in the paint.
Yeah, I mean that was pretty. I wonder if he plays basketball, and got a good stroke on that hand.
In basketball, we call that a teardrop. That was a teardrop right there.
Done a couple of those.
45-13 here. And Tigers in tough shape right now.
Kip is just an offensive juggernaut right now, led by Marnell Castro. 5 touchdowns on the night. This game will go down in one book, and that is the history books.
Shout out to the band right there. I just want to give a shout out once again to the crew. I mean, this really, when I tell you guys, it's cold out there.
It is cold.
And, and listen, the football players are doing a great job, but our camera people are not moving like the football players to stay warm. And for them to handle those elements, I want to give them major kudos. So Kayla, Stephanie, Zach, Grace, and Mariana, this dynamite job, just staying warm out there and weathering the elements.
Great job by them. A lot of respect for them. But I just want to say, when they come back in here, it looks like they went through a war out there. They come in hands shaking, just looking lost. They got a 1,000-mile stare.
That's where we're here. We got the heat on. We might take off our sweaters a little.
We're over here relaxing. They're coming in here looking like they just fought through a war.
And they give us a look too, like you have no idea.
We will definitely be hearing it after this broadcast is shut down.
Oh, brother! Shout out to Mr. Huss. You're doing a great job behind the scenes. And I just want to say you're doing a great job, man. I'm super proud of you. Super proud of your progress, man. You just, becoming, one of the voices of Lynn, which is really cool.
proud of the process.
Fall in love with the process of being good. So being in the fourth quarter right here.
Beginning of the fourth quarter, 12 minutes left. You got to put everything all out now. It's your last quarter here. You just got to show some fight, go out on a good note. You got to put the score aside and just play for some pride here.
I see Kayla. I think she has 3 jackets on.
I told you it's a war out there. They're coming back like they just fought a war. Got that stare, hand shaking.
So fourth quarter right now, looks like they may do a running clock in the fourth quarter as it's 45-13.
One thing I do feel for is the dread of knowing it's your last game. I think when that day comes for me, I will not be ready. I want to play this sport forever. So
I'm not gonna be ready.
yeah,
Like, you're gonna be walking out. I'm gonna be dragging on your jersey. I told you, let go of my jersey.
Great run there by Jadiel Ortega as he will probably get in Route 5.
I'm not gonna let Cesar Reyes leave the basketball court.
I'm not letting him leave. He's gonna stay in that field house for as long as.
He'll be on seat and I'll be on his jacket, holding onto his legs. He'll be like, "Get off my leg!"
Man, it's sad, but it's a great thing. They went through the process. Maybe they, the first in line to graduate in some families. So it's a proud moment, but it's also a sad moment.
It's really cool though, which I really appreciate. I didn't appreciate it because I used to be really sad when seniors graduated when I first started teaching, but I actually love when seniors graduate now because now you see the progression. Like you see people like Marcus Taylor, who was one of the first students, I met when I was teaching here. He wasn't in our shop, but, always part of Skills USA, not coming back as a coach.
Yeah.
So we see things like that. It's really, really cool.
Yeah, and I think just, seeing what they become after is, it's great. I know a lot of Lynn Tech alumni. My coaching staff is Lynn Tech alumni. I think, going through Tech is a very different, atmosphere than going through any other school. So
Absolutely.
I think the bond that you have with, fellow alumni, it's definitely something special.
I don't think people truly understand how it's a family at Lynn Tech. And,
yeah.
The relationship between, teachers, staff, everybody, it's just different. It's just different. It's hard to explain.
Extremely. As another run here by Jadiel Ortega, and it looks like he just missed the first down there. Or it looks like they did move the chains. My apologies. It will be a first down.
No, Andy, I was mentioning, speaking of alumni, I do want to give a shout out to the Lynn Tech Alumni Association. They did another great event for the Festival of Trees, raised a lot of good money. Lynn Tech Alumni Association, I mean, they give out scholarships, equipment at the end of the year to seniors. They do so much work for Lynn Tech. So everyone who supported the Festival of Trees, thank you, because that money goes right back into the kids.
Yeah, and I think it's not just something that's not just great for Lynn Tech, but I think it's just something that's great for the community. It's a place to go, a nice thing to do during the holiday season.
And Caesar goes down a little awkwardly.
It was bit of an awkward tackle there.
And on the tackle, number 66, Dial Painter.
Now, going into this last quarter here of the game, it wasn't at first. It was a bit of a battle. Kip threw a punch early in the game, and Tech responded. But I think what really hurt Tech was, Kip's offensive juggernaut was not matched like it was last year. Last year Kip was on a tear, and it was just equally as matched by Tech. But this year, Kip was on another tear, and it just wasn't matched again. So I think, that's something that definitely, hurt them this game. It's thrown up to Ethan Alston, and he will catch it as that is complete. And some banter here between Ethan Alston and number 8 here.
Does that surprise you?
Not surprising at all. We all know why, or some of us do. I think, obviously it was a great throw, but I think that was something that could have been done a lot earlier in this game.
I was just about to say that. I think I would like to see more plays like that. I think on the outside we really have some advantages with Thompson, Austin, and even Reyes. To really throw the ball in the corner, or some type of slant towards the middle and take advantage of our speed.
And I think just not a game-wise. I think season-wise, we've had weapons like Ethan Austin and Cesar Reyes that were not utilized a lot when they were needed to. Cesar Reyes with a great cut there. He is seeing green tunnel vision, and that will be a touchdown for Cesar Reyes as he just made the end zone Caesar's Palace, and that will make the game 45-19 here in the fourth quarter.
I'm really happy he was get a chance to get a touchdown in his last game.
Yeah, I mean, the game may have not went the way him or his teammates would want it, but he's going out with a touchdown on the scoreboard. A great Lynn Tech career here on the football field, on the basketball court, and in the classroom. A great student, great person. Cesar Reyes, he's going to go down as a Lynn Tech alumni legend.
Absolutely. I'm just kind of looking back at this season. I think this season, they're going to finish 5-6. I think this season, relatively speaking, was progress. I think we could have probably won a couple more games here and there. Maybe could have, possibly made the playoffs. But I think overall it was a solid season.
Yeah.
It was something to build on, and we're young. Our quarterback is only in the 8th grade, for crying out loud. We gets thrown like a rag doll.
Speaking of him, but he took that hit like a grown man right there. Got straight back up. He is not phased at all, and that's what you like to see. But one thing I do like about Jody Ortega is he is playing quarterback this season, but I think going into the next season, I see him taking a role at running back or wide receiver, and I've thrown Eddie Lewis into the equation. I think throwing Eddie Lewis into that QB next year is going to be a big game changer for Tech, and I have a lot of hopes for this team. I think this team could do some great teams next year and build on the success that they had this year and build on the things that they built this year.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think there's definitely some opportunities for growth. I think we got a good foundation. Again, we got a couple of big losses, obviously, with our senior class. But I think, Coach Runner's built, a good program in terms of getting some good underclassmen. So I think we'll be in good shape next year. And next year, the goal should be playoffs. Call for the
definitely.
playoffs.
It's a young team, so it may be a little bit more difficult than it was this year. But I think talent-wise, I think they will have enough talent. I mean, frankly, I thought they were a playoff talent this year, so definitely next year I see them making a playoff push.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Tech was a playoff team. I think, again, a couple of games we let slip away. We started off 3-0, if I'm not mistaken.
I think it was, if I'm not mistaken, 3-1.
3-1, and then we started off guns blazing, but I think, again, Al Pacino said it great. Said it the best in any given Sunday. This game is a game of inches.
Yeah,
it's a game of inches. So one play here, one play there could make a difference between a winner or a loss.
I mean, the low half the game, literally one call away from being a playoff team,
right.
And so, it's tough, but they can't be, they can't have any regrets. They have to be proud of the season that they have, because we definitely are.
I do want to give credit to it was his first year as a defensive coordinator. Coach Marcus Taylor, I want to give him credit. Defense really held it down this year. Even this game, listen, it sounds crazy. They put 45 points up, but a lot of these points were big
chunk of your yardage that could have been avoided.
Exactly, especially on the special team.
Yeah.
So, you put 45 on the board. Obviously, defense, everything could be improved, but Tech, their defense was there, every single game, making plays. It's just one play here or there.
The score is very deceiving. The game looks a lot different than it was. As he will slip out of the tackle there. Number 1, Jovan Machado refuses to go down, and that will be a 2nd and 3 right there. Or my apologies, a 3rd and 3.
Coach Mo, definitely some creative plays we saw this season. So, again, credit him for going there and being creative. And, again, all these plays didn't work.
Yeah.
But, to try them out and have some foundation, see what works, what doesn't work, to build on it for next year.
I mean, I just want to give the whole pro program, my respect. Going from a team that won 2 games to going up to 5, I mean, that's a big leap. It may not seem like a lot, but in terms of football, it is a big leap. And I think just overall they have a great program shaping, boys into men. So I think it's a great program, and I give them my respect.
do want to give a shout out to Kip Academy as well for their senior class. They held it down. I mean, they're Lynn
Yeah.
people, like I said before. What they say, we're all Lynn. So at the end of the day, Lynn supports Lynn over here.
Banter and talk aside, I know there's a lot of brothers that are going against each other tonight, and I think after the game they're gonna respect that. I think, obviously it's like you said, all in, and I do want to give my shout out to number 2 Mornell Castro. He's a beast, and he is definitely gonna do some big things for this sister city in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll see if I wonder if he's a basketball player too.
Not sure about that one. We'll check in to see that one in a couple weeks. As number 1, Jovan Machado is making his way down the end zone. He is just slipping in and out of tackles there, but he's finally taken down by number 33, Cesar Reyes.
So basketball season is going to begin next week, so we're not going to hear much of you. Actually, you could call some, hopefully maybe call a couple of girls' games.
Yeah.
And maybe the Wolverine tournament is here, so maybe
Couple games here and there.
Whatever games before. We'll see. We'll make it happen. We can just get you a mic.
Guys,
like Draymond Green,
in-game mic, I was going to pitch that idea to you eventually. I think that'd be a great idea. I mean, you might have to cut some parts out, but I think it'd be a great idea.
Well, I'm sure we'll hear from you at some point during the season. If it's
will.
down on the mic, it'll be doing a post-game or halftime interview. But
that definitely, my voice will still be heard during this season. With 40 seconds left here in the fourth quarter, the clock is winding down here.
Look forward to hear from Angel Figueroa, who'll be doing some announcing for us in basketball, so that'll definitely be exciting as well.
Guys might see some AA action live. Clock winding down here. I want to give a shout out to the class of 24 for both sides. So Mornell Castro is looking for his 6th, but Terrence Thompson will not give up and will not allow it.
That is a man possessed right there.
I think he's just seeing red right now.
Jeez, give it up, man. I mean, that's just no. I mean,
just no giving up in him.
Just relentless.
He is not giving up here, no matter the clock.
Great job.
As that will conclude it. The Kid Panthers take the win over the Lynn Tech Tigers, 45-19. Thanksgiving matchup here. It was a great game. It was a great game overall. I think, it definitely could have ended a lot different for Lynn Tech, but, I want to shout out to this class of 24. They put up a great fight, had some great careers, and, what are your thoughts on tonight's game?
Well, listen, I thought, like I said before, I'm always saying sometimes you win, sometimes you learn. And this was a city game where Kip Academy was the better team today. They had a better season. You got to give credit where credit is due. I thought Lynn Tech built a good foundation. The seniors on this team have nothing to hold their head down about, or anyone on the team. I thought they played tough. They played hard. It just, sometimes you got to admit when a team just plays better than you. And that's just what it is.
There's a lot of eventual alumni that will go down as legends such as Ethan Alston, Cesar Reyes. The impact they had on the field will never be forgotten by definitely myself, neither you. It will not be forgotten by anyone. They both had great careers here, and we're looking forward to see what they could do after their Lynn Tech days.
Andy, before we wrap up, I just want to say, I wish everyone happy and healthy holidays, happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you during basketball season.
And all right, my name is Andy Batista here, joined with Mr. Atto, and we are signing out.